Yo ho, good day, and welcome home to Tanimura for episode 17 of our inspirational Cities Skylines build. And today we are going to try and get that next milestone. I've been talking about it for quite a bit now, and I really think we need to get there. So I'm going to try and do a high-paced expansion of this neighborhood, filling it in pretty quickly. Now let's have 40 seconds of me zoning this area with houses 2 tiles wide, like in the rest of the area, at a bit of a sped up pace, because me endlessly zoning, I imagine, can become quite boring, and I just want to get this over with. So after this we are also going to add a few pathways to the area and a park. But now we're hitting about half residential demand, which is nice. So now let's add some parks and pathways to this area. I am thinking about adding a large playground to this part, situated like this. And well, let's first see if we can place this one. It does seem to fit. Yeah, let's do it. Then let's add some more pathways. And turn off all our snapping for the occasion. To connect a bit more of this park to the area around it. And yeah, just make it look a little more integrated. Pathways flowing out in all directions. So I think these are mostly oaks and green trees with leaves. So let's place a few of those in here to just make it come together. First the larger ones, then the small ones to fill the rest of the area out. Just a bit random placement, quite natural. And now it looks like one big park instead of two. Pretty nice, eh? Maybe a few more trees over on this corner. Yeah, great. Now let's add pathways to the rest of the area, because we've placed a lot of houses, but they're not nearly as well connected as their inhabitants would probably wish. We will probably spend a time lapse on just putting a bunch of trees in this area and decorating it up entirely. We just have that park and a single willow or yew added to the area. And that's not a lot of trees for my standard. I see I forgot to add water to the area as well, which we should immediately supply them. And let's get on with the bathing. I think I did most of it. Okay, that's good, that's good. Let's pull one through here. You know, I really don't like that house, so I'm going to destroy it this way. I guess I wrongly zoned that part. Ah, that's connected, good. And now. Well, okay, let's first put it in here. And then pull out from here to... Oh my. Okay, so I'm going to do it this way now, because this way I'm sure it will let me draw in all of it. Much better. This can be a house now. And this as well. And I'm thinking of putting two larger houses side by side over here. Two 3x3s. We'll see how it works out. Let's also think about extending our bicycle road pattern for here, because the new neighborhood doesn't have any bicycle streets yet. And I bet the inhabitants feel left out. So from here it should also extend that way. I see this removes some houses, but we will have to deal with that. And I'm not sure about extending it any further that way yet. Then we're gonna use this street to draw it up as well. And from here we're turning left. And then we're gonna cross this road, use a straight bicycle path from this end to this street over here. Then I'm going to use a temporary dirt road to generate a crossing right here. And then I'm going to make this part grassy and this part bicycle street, and then remove this so the cyclists have a nice crossing to get to their preferred side of the road from. And I'm thinking of ending it here for now. Great addition to our already existing network for now. Now let's get a quick bunch more zoning in at a high speed, because that 6.5K is drawing pretty close, and I feel we're gonna get there pretty soon, but we do need more houses for that. So let's get some more people moving in. not near that rock. We might want to make that into a park, and this will be nice. Now I think we should extend our bicycle network a little bit longer. Like through this street, and then we're going to have it cross through here. The cyclists can cross the road over there, and then we're going to have a nice tunnel entrance over here. Which we will then bend over towards the parking lot, where we will have it re-emerge right about here, and then connect it in here towards the ferry and bus terminal. So now we have another loop for that. And let's also add a few more commercial assets to this town center, because we're going to need some more commercial if we're going to get to our milestone anytime soon. I'm thinking about this as a nice pattern for here, and let's hope it will let me connect if I use grid snapping. Yeah, it will. Just as some sort of guideline, I will continue those paths in the future. Let's see what will spawn in. Oh, this one leveled up, by the way, into something nice. Let's make it historical before it changes again. Yeah. Now let's try and finish up our central area as well. I think we can do this now. And yeah, it will be nice when it's finished, right? We have to wait for our commercial to spawn in anyway, and for a lot of residents to move in. So it's a great time. So I'm thinking of this piece of land being owned by the high school, and they have lined their property with green trees with leaves. Like this. And maybe another row over here. And one next to the street. Then let's put a few colorful trees in there as well, like this one over here, two of these and one of these over here, a palm tree over here in the middle, and maybe one of these on this side of the property. Maybe in a more visible location, like over here. That looks better already. And now this little corner I think I want to place something, I don't know, a bit nicer over here, but I don't want to go overboard. Maybe one of these bigger kiosks will do fine with a bit of a picnic plaza next to this tram stop. I guess that would be suitable. So I'm going to use just a row of small green trees with leaves for this side of the park and this one as well. And then put some nice old picnic benches in there. Not in any specific rows, just 3 of them with a bin in the middle and maybe a park light with it. Just a little place where people can have lunch. Quite nice, quite nice. And I guess that finishes up this central area. It turned out quite good. I like it, I like it. Now, what assets did the cat drag in for commercial? I think I really like this one. And that one. We will see what it turns into. I think I'm going to curve this path from this corner into there. Just as we hit our big milestone, big town milestone. Great! So we get another 2x2 kilometers square, campus areas, taxation policies, IT cluster zoning, leisure specialization, bunch more policies, high density zoning, including office. We get blimps, which I will probably not use. We will get universities, we will get an incineration plant, metros, all those things we like. Even a few more disaster response assets, which might come in handy. Yeah, we can do something with this. Even some of the elevated island platform stations and stuff from the content creator packs. Awesome. Yes, this is going to be great. So let's connect it in here. And let's go buy our next tile, because I'm excited for that. Oh, and let's make this one historical as well, because we don't want it to grow any further. So our next tile is going to be where I continued to tell you there was a village. And next episode we are going to start that village. It will require some terraforming, some road network planning, and yeah, lots of fun. So now what should we do with the rest of the time of this episode? Well, first we're gonna build our long-awaited community pool asset over here. We now definitely have money, and it's about time, isn't it? Where is it? There it is. Community pool. Right over here. And now let's do a nice little detailing time lapse. Yeah, that's a little better already. Now let's plant some few more trees and yeah, remove a whole bunch more, I guess, because the area where our village is going to be placed should be easily workable and pretty barren for now, I think, just so I can easily build my roadway network and decorate up later on as well. But first we're going to make a little bit more out of this area. Not too much, just a few nice trees to bring it to life a little more. Yeah, that's a little better already. So now let's increase our brush size significantly and start erasing everything east of our town as far as trees go then. There will be enough trees placed back in later, but for now it makes my life so much easier if they're gone. Plus, if you place a building or a road on a tree, the tree still exists and it eats away your tree count slowly, so I probably should have done this sooner, like before I built the last neighborhood as well. But yeah, we have to work with what it is for now. And that's what we have. So now let's also terraform out a little bit of an area for the plateau where our village is gonna sit. Let's see how high is the water over here. So this should be a nice height. And let's just make it into a nice flat area. Just so we have a good surface to work with for our next episode, when we are going to build a town over here. I've been promising you guys this town for so long, and we're finally going to get to build it. Which will be fun. It will be a lot of fun, I think. So I think this will do for now. We don't want to well, yeah, that's about the size of what the village is gonna be anyway, so yeah, good. Now maybe let's also extend this road towards the village a bit more. So we'll choose this height and drag this onwards to here, and then we'll slope it from there. Now let's grab our road, a normal 4-lane I think it is. And curve it along our river for a bit. Up until here for now, just so we have a guideline for our future town. I can't wait till next episode, guys. It's going to be fun building this town, and I hope you will enjoy it with me. Now let's also add a temporary university to this town, because otherwise we will suffer from education issues. Yeah, I don't want that, so we're going to have to place a temporary university. It, of course, is not going to stay, because I'm going to make a bit more out of a university build. Where can we actually place it anyway? So maybe just over here for now. Move it around as we have to. Yeah, just for now. And that was it again for this episode of Tanimura. We finally hit our milestone, and we already terraformed out the land for our village to sit on. Now, next episode we can finally get to really building this town. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I changed a few things to my recording style, and I hope you like them. If you don't, let me know in the comment section. So, yeah, thank you all for watching, and have a really good rest of your day.